So since March, we've received more than 16,000 applications, and we have obligated or spent about $21 million to landlords and tenants so that they can avoid eviction. And what that equates to is about 3,000 people and counting.
There were more than $300 million poured into the state, and you mentioned the $21 million here in Pima County. There are still people who didn't receive any funding. How is that possible?
So there is a process to go through. So these are federal funds. So we need to go through an eligibility determination. So it's based on income. However, though, we did receive two allocations, and we're about 68% spent on the first allocation. So we're going to be moving on to the second allocation. But right now, we're also prioritizing people who are the lowest income or closest to eviction. So we actually have our staff from Pima County directly in the court to help folks who are even in eviction proceedings get the rental assistance quickly so that they don't become evicted.
The extension that has been granted until October, what sort of supports will that offer to people who are facing eviction currently?
It's huge. So I think it gave the community a big sigh of relief. Leading up to it, we were receiving a lot of phone calls of folks just wondering, what comes next. So the big thing is it gives us time to put more money out to tenants and landlords. So it gave us the gift of time.
What do you say to landlords who are concerned that these extensions will continue? Meanwhile, they still have to pay their mortgages.
And that's an absolutely valid point, and I would just urge them to be patient. We are here for them and their tenants. We have funds that are earmarked for them, and it's the first time in my career that I've actually seen adequate resources to address this problem. We've always had an eviction problem, in the nation and in Arizona. So now is a time where we actually have the resources where we can say, it's we're going to get the funds to folks as quickly as possible.
You are dealing with a wide spectrum of people, from families to singles. What sort of resources are available to them? Because your website appears to offer a pretty robust system.
Absolutely. So here within the Community and Workforce Development Department, not only do we have rental assistance, but we also have job programs for people who are underemployed or have lost their job, so they can come down to the Pima County One Stop and get into a training program so that they can get into a career that sustains them and their families. We also have home repair programs for folks and also services for people who are experiencing homelessness. So our here in the Community Workforce Development Department, we have a wide array of resources, and we look at people who come to us, often on the worst day of their lives. They've lost their job or they're facing eviction. And we look at them and we serve them with urgency and heart and serve them holistically. So we're not just dealing with one problem, but we're dealing with all the things that might be impacting them or their families.
Daniel, I want to ask you, the governor said or referred to this as a social safety net that had been stretched, strengthened, and accentuated. Given that you are among the boots on the ground, how would you characterize it?
I would characterize it as unprecedented. But, I would say that the thing that is hopeful is there are resources in the community. The factor that we're trying to get through now is time. So asking everybody to be patient and submit applications. Landlords can submit applications on behalf of their tenants at TucsonPimaEP.com. So if they haven't done so already, submit those applications and we will get to them.
And stress that there is help available.
There is help available, and there's adequate resources. We just need we need time.
Okay, Daniel Sullivan from Pima County. Thank you.
Thank you.